New Zealand, a land of jaw-dropping landscapes, heart-pounding adventures and untouched natural beauty. The South Island in particular is a treasure trove of epic wonders, from towering mountains to crystal clear lakes.
I'm just so happy, I love it here so much.
Hidden gems and unforgettable experiences. In this video, we'll take you on the ultimate 3-week South Island journey. The best route, must-see sights, thrilling adventures, and a few secret spots only the locals know. Here's your ultimate South Island itinerary. First things first, here's a few things that it's really helpful to know before you arrive. By far, the best way to see and explore New Zealand is a camper van, or at least renting a car.
We just picked up our camper van! Yay! New Zealand is so set up in literally the most perfect way to be the ultimate camper van adventure.
There's free camps all over the place and apps that are going to help you find them. Because it's so well set up for the ultimate road trip, one important thing, depending where you're coming from, is that they drive on the left-hand side of the road, which is also the correct side of the road.
As people from the UK, we are very much used to driving on this side of the road, so that fit quite well for us.
If you're coming from the US, for example, or a bunch of other countries throughout the world, you're going to want to remember that.
Yeah. One of the apps we absolutely recommend is Campermate. This will help you find both free and paid campsites, will help you download offline maps, and pretty much help you plan the perfect trip around New Zealand.
There's a few other apps as well that are super helpful, like Petrol Spy, so that you can find the cheapest petrol nearby, which is a great budgeting tip.
One more app that's really good to have a look at is Rankers. That's really good for finding toilet stops and also showers, places that you can dump grey water out of your camper van.
And finally, it's important to note that New Zealand is the adventure capital of the world, so there's a load of exciting things to be doing and seeing, but that also means travel insurance.
100%. You should not travel anywhere without travel insurance. And one that we use all the time and have been using for the last 2 years, we 100% recommend it, is Safety Wing.
It's not to say that something will go wrong, but it's important to have it set up just in case. And another thing that we always prepare before we arrive somewhere new is we set up an eSIM. It's super easy. It's way better than running around the airport trying to find a SIM card, which is usually more expensive than in other cities and things like that. Once you leave the airport, you land, you flick it on, and you're just good to go. You can order yourself an Uber or whatever. We typically use ones like Airalo or Holofly. We'll put some links in the description below so that you can sort yours out before you land.
Now that we've got the logistics out the way, it is time to go through your 3-week New Zealand South Island itinerary.
On our trip, we arrived into Christchurch, which is the largest airport on the South Island. You can also fly into Queenstown. It's supposed to be really popular. The views are supposed to be beautiful, but either way, you want to pick up your van and start hitting the road.
After picking up our camper van, doing a quick food shop, filling up with petrol, it was time to get going, and we headed straight for Lake Tekapo.
Obviously, you can swim in the lake. It's beautiful, it's cold, but it is refreshing.
I'm just so happy, I love it here so much.
But you can also do a couple of walks around the area. There's a church nearby just across the lake. And if you're into your hiking, then there's the Mount John Summit Circuit Track. It gives you incredible views of the lake from all around. There's not a bunch of stuff to do here, but if you are staying overnight, then the stargazing here is incredible. And we cannot forget, if you're visiting at the right time of year, it could be lupin season.
Oh, we are so gutted that we missed out on lupin season, but if you visit between November and December, you will get the most perfect lupins at Lake Tekapo. Once you reach Lake Pukaki, you are going to want to spend at least a couple of days here. You can go for beautiful swims in the lake.
It's gonna get colder, it always does.
Just like jump in.
Oh. See? Colder.
And if you're lucky on a really clear day, you get the most beautiful views of Mount Cook.
We got some stunning views of the mountain, all from the campsite that we stayed at, which is a free camp. On Google Maps, it's called Lake Pukaki Overnight Campervan Parking. If you are visiting during high season, you want to be careful about it being overcrowded and you not being able to get a spot if you arrive too late.
Yeah.
But that was one of the best campsites in the area that we found.
The next morning, we got up at sunrise and enjoyed the most beautiful views. We headed also to one of the most iconic hikes you can do in South Island, which is called Hooker Valley Track. This walk is around a 3-hour return hike and it's pretty moderate. It's not too uphill or downhill.
There's 3 suspension bridges that you cross over, and the valley views, the mountain views, there's running lakes. It's awesome.
Wow. As you can see here, it was so windy when we visited, but honestly, 10 out of 10 worth it.
There's a bunch of other hikes all around this area. We went on the Tasman Glacier hike. It's a short but steep hike up. It's all steps.
That's how they get you.
Our legs were actually hurting a little bit afterwards, and it gives you incredible views of the Tasman Glacier.
We made it.
Oh wow.
On your way back towards Lake Pukaki, you can stop at the NZ Alpine Lavender Farm. This place is truly so beautiful, and they actually offer ice creams, which we're gonna say is some of the best ice cream we had in New Zealand. And afterwards, we are headed to the Alpine Salmon Shop.
If you're a sushi lover, then this is definitely one for you. You can sit and enjoy your salmon with some incredible views of the lake and hopefully those clear views of Mount Cook at the end. If New Zealand is the adventure capital of the world, then our next stop is known as the adventure capital of New Zealand. That's Queenstown.
As you make your way here in the afternoon, you can fuel up with the world famous Ferg burger. This was honestly so recommended to us when we came to New Zealand. It was almost the #1 recommended thing we got when we came to New Zealand. It was really delicious, don't get us wrong. It was a great burger and it's very big.
Don't quite understand the intensity of the hype that this place gets, because yeah, it's a good burger, but it is a burger.
Yeah.
I actually don't think you can say you've been to Queenstown if you haven't gone.
Very true.
Looks pretty good in there.
Good burger.
We also heard the bakery is incredible, but we didn't have a chance to try that.
Next up is the gondola and the luge. You get the gondola up and the luge back down. It is so much fun, literally a wild ride.
Basically, if you want to become big kids again, this is the place to go, because it is, like Matt says, so much fun.
Danielle and I were racing each other. She won one, I won one.
Did you?
It's so much fun. You can do 3 rides, and then there's a few different options for like 5 rides, 6 rides and things like that.
And just outside of Queenstown, if you take around a 20-minute walk through this beautiful forest, you can come out at the pier at Bob's Cove. You can jump off, you can swim, there's ducks everywhere. It's honestly the most picturesque place. We absolutely loved it. And it was quite cold, as you'll see from Matt.
Okay, breathe. And nearby you've got the historical town of Arrowtown. It's a really beautiful place to walk around. You can do a little bit of shopping here, cafes and things like that. This area is also really good for its vineyards, so there's a few places that you can stop off. The one that we found was really, really beautiful and had delicious wines.
If the gondola and the luge wasn't enough activity for you, we can step it up a notch. We visited Shotover Jet and this place was honestly insane. We've never experienced anything like this, and the drivers, we have to say, are honestly world class.
Incredible. So this is with a jet boat that was actually invented in New Zealand, and yeah, they fly through the river. It was unbelievable.
We're gonna have to show you because
yeah, words aren't gonna do it.
Words won't do this justice. Everyone's waving.
It's so funny. I can't wait for our turn.
Oh my god. Just said she's gonna do more spins. Oh heck. Oh heck.
One of the things that Queenstown is most known for as well is its bungee jumping. We didn't do that. I actually regret not doing it. I wish I had, especially after we experienced something that's coming up a little bit later on. If you are going to bungee jump, Queenstown's the one.
There are not many free campsite options near Queenstown. There's one or two potentially if you get there in time. There is a couple of paid ones, but we 100% recommend this one. If you're heading out of Queenstown and heading towards the Fiordland National Park, this is perfectly on the way. This is Kingston Lake Camp. It's a free camp, and if you do get here at a really good time, you can pull up right next to the lake, go for a swim. It is jaw-droppingly beautiful.
This was our favourite campsite in all of New Zealand. Since you're going to be driving that way, staying in this beautiful campsite anyway, might as well keep on going to the Fiordland National Park. For some people, this is the reason they want to book this trip to New Zealand.
I can wholeheartedly understand that because, wow, this national park is probably one of the most beautiful national parks we've ever been to in the world.
Dramatic views, mountains, cliff sides, waterfalls, lakes, it's all there. It's so amazing.
In the winter, it's actually known as like the land of waterfalls because it's waterfalls everywhere because of the rainfall coming down the mountains. So before we get started with the things that you can do in the Fiordland National Park, you're going to need somewhere to sleep. We really recommend Cascade Creek Campsite. You do have to pay because it's a national park, but the fees are actually not too bad. You will need to book online. This is the easiest and best way to secure your site at the camp. And look how beautiful it is.
This was a really great location as well because it meant that we had to drive through quite a decent chunk of the Fiordland National Park to get to our first stop, which was the Milford Sound cruise. And we found the single best tour of Milford Sound that you could do.
Take a look at this. We booked with Cruise Milford and we 100% recommend this because it's a smaller boat, so it means you're one of the first boats to leave the port in the morning, as well as one of the boats that can actually get to the closest of some of the waterfalls. Oh my god! Oh, it's so cold, isn't it?
Okay, let's go. Grab the bag, grab the bag.
Not only is the scenery so amazing here, you can see things like seals, and if you're really lucky, you can also see dolphins.
And penguins.
And penguins.
One of the benefits of arriving to the furthest part first, in the morning as well, means that you get to cruise on back to your campsite, stopping at all the most incredible sights along the way. And most of the time, what we found is, as we were driving into Milford Sound, we were beating a lot of the people who hadn't come there yet. And when we were driving back, everyone else was still coming in. So we managed to get some of the sites a little quieter than other times, and we didn't have a lot of traffic either. So that's definitely a little hack for the Fiordland National Park for you.
One hike in particular that you cannot miss is the Lake Marion Track. This is around 3 or 4 hours return hike, and don't get us wrong, there's some pretty up and down places. You kind of have to climb through the forest sometimes, but when you get to the end and this is your view, I can see it. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Look at this.
I'll get down here first. Oh wow.
This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh.
As you can see, we absolutely loved it here. This is one that we really do recommend that you add onto your itinerary. Don't skip this bit, it's awesome. And while Milford Sound is definitely the most popular tour that you can do in the Fiordland area, there is another one that not as many people do, because it is a little bit more out of the way, but it's way more huge. It's absolutely colossal.
It is.
And it's a much longer tour, so it kind of takes up the best part of a day. But if you keep going further down south, still in the Fiordland National Park, you can get to Doubtful Sound.
And wow, what a place this is.
It's more stunning waterfalls. We kind of experienced Milford Sound on a very clear sunny day, and then this is what the other day can look like.
Look how beautiful this national park is with the mist and the rain. Absolutely stunning.
Now we're going to go back up, kind of actually towards Queenstown, but it does follow along an incredible route that we're going to follow from there. And it's one of our favourite towns that we found in New Zealand. We're going to go to Wanaka.
One thing I will say is, as you're on your way to Wanaka, you can drive through the highest mountain road in New Zealand. It is so beautiful, and at the top of this road is a free campsite. This is perfectly placed in between Queenstown and Wanaka, so if you're on your way in or out, it's a great campsite.
You can pull up here with the back of your van facing out towards the incredible valley views. Then you can go to sleep with those views and wake up with them as well.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh. No clouds again.
New Zealand with the free camps.
What a way to wake up. New Zealand free camps are
amazing.
amazing.
So we're gonna have a coffee, have some breakfast, and just get on with our day.
Sounds good to me.
And then you'll get to Wanaka, and wow, there's, again, I feel like we're going to be on repeat, but lakes, mountains, hikes, all of that still to come.
Wanaka is also, I think, one of our favourite places in New Zealand. We could see ourselves living here one day. We absolutely fell in love with it here.
You've got Lake Wanaka, but also just around the corner, Lake Hawea, and driving around there was unbelievable. But we're going to start off with the hikes, because we'll get to that road a little bit later on. We're going to prepare you for what's to come.
Yeah.
We're going to do the Mount Iron walk first. How long did that take? Maybe like an hour?
An hour and a half.
It is uphill. You get to a really nice vantage point with some 360 views at the top.
It is so nice. Like, literally you can see the whole town, all the surrounding fields, the mountains, the lakes.
Give you a little spin. I don't know if you'll properly see the lakes from here, but
you can see them a little.
It's so nice. But what's to come is taking that up several notches.
Mount Iron's a good practice run.
The big hike in this region is the Roy's Peak hike.
It was probably one of the hardest things we've done.
I had to drag Danielle up at times.
Yeah, I had to really just try and motivate myself a lot, because it's basically 90% uphill for about 2 or 3 hours.
And it's steep.
It's steep.
So we set off first thing in the morning, maybe like 4 a.m. because the main thing is to get to the top for sunrise.
Yes. We were still climbing the hill at sunrise, but you can't argue with views like this. The sun is rising. Wow.
So cool. Look at the lake. And it's lighting up the mountain. There's 2 summits to this technically. There's the first one, which is the Instagram summit, if you like, and then about another 30 or 40 minutes. Wow. This last 1.5 Ks, I think it is even harder, if you can believe it. I can't. Oh, because the track is less kept, so it looks a little bit like this.
High up like.
So it goes up to here and then up somewhere over there, and then you walk along the ridge.
Up there.
To, yes, up here.
We're getting there.
Oop. Okay. We'll lead the way.
Okay. Oh.
The reality of it. If you keep going up, you get some incredible viewing platforms, and if you're a bit slower like us, or if you set off slightly later, then some of this is actually pretty free and open, and because the light is now shining on it, the lakes are blue and glorious, snowy capped mountains are shining. It's some of the best views that you can find.
It really is.
We just wish we had an easier way down and we could base jump like this guy.
One thing we will say, if you are climbing more to the top of the summit, it is a lot colder than the viewpoint down below. We had to even do a little dance to try and keep ourselves warm.
I think this was also in celebration of actually making it here.
Yeah. Once we've been to the top and enjoyed the views up there, we headed back down towards the Instagram spot, which at this point was so much quieter, and we took in these incredible views and some lunch.
This is the view that you want for your snacks.
Get me a dinner with a view and I'm happy.
We've got to get you this view every time.
Yeah, every time, no pressure.
I'll be honest, the rest of your day is going to want to be pretty chill after this. It really took it out of us. You might be a bit more hike-versed than us. You might be able to crack on with the rest of your trip, but we needed a bit of time to chill.
Yeah, and we chose, again, such a beautiful swimming spot.
How is it?
Oh, it's freezing. It's so cold. This is one of those spots that's definitely more local known. Danielle found it, I think, through Instagram, and it took her
a lot of research,
ages to actually locate where it was. And obviously we can't forget that Wanaka tree. Here it is, a tree not in a lake.
Don't get us wrong, it's a pretty cool tree, but it is a tree. It was actually hard to find online why it's so famous, and a lot of the articles we found were like, you know, it's that place that everyone goes for the Instagram photo, and we're like, cool, but why? Maybe try coming at sunrise or sunset, and I think it would be more beautiful if it was immersed in the lake, but you know, it's still cool and people still love it.
When we were talking about first arriving into Wanaka, I mentioned Lake Hawaii and how there's a drive. It twists and turns kind of up and down some hills and around the lake, and just so happens to take us on to our next road trip stop.
If you follow the road through Lake Hawaii and onwards, you will get to Haast Pass. This road trip is honestly one of the most beautiful ones you can do. Again, New Zealand is full of beautiful road trips, but there are some amazing stops along the way, so we're going to show you some of those. Your jumper's going to get in it.
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty cold.
Oh, that is cold.
That is brisk on the old feet.
But the water is so beautiful.
I mean, it's so clear. I can't even feel my toes.
That is the coldest water we've been in so far.
That actually just feels like I dived into ice. Oh, like everything burns. Oh, that is so cold. Okay, I did it though.
You did it, I'm so proud of you.
Even if only for a minute.
That was really good.
Look at us. A couple of Wim Hof water, cold ice bath water people.
I don't think that's going to catch on.
No? I'm really proud of you, that's so good. You smashed it. So good.
Since you're planning on visiting New Zealand, you've probably come across Blue Pools, which was beautiful, but just from there, there's a bit more of another one of those hidden spots, which is Wilson's Creek Chasm. And it's a short stop, but beautiful. And here's some more stops to help break up the drive.
That was a good one.
That was at least 10 or 11.
I mean, I feel like that's exaggerating a little.
That was at least 36. I counted every one. Nailed it.
Driving through Haast Pass will only take one day. It's a great day trip on the way up to one of the most breathtaking parts of New Zealand, which is the Franz Josef Glacier. Around here, there's a lot of incredible hikes that you can do, but if you're short on time like we were, we decided to opt for something that gave us the best views of this whole region.
Not only does it come with those stunning views, but this is the best spot in New Zealand to skydive and one of the top 10 places in the world according to Red Bull. after doing a skydive, it's a little bit difficult trying to figure out what do you do with the rest of your day.
You know, like the loading thing on a computer,
Yeah.
my brain is doing that like constantly.
It's 10 a.m. We've already jumped out of a plane this morning and now we're just expected to get on with our day.
How do you even do that?
We decided to continue our road trip up towards the Abel Tasman National Park, and there's a few stops. You're going to want to stretch your legs along the way. Got some steep bits.
Fun. Wow.
Look at those. That's so cool.
I want to go down here. This looks so beautiful.
Now we're in the north of the South Island, and the Abel Tasman National Park is definitely one that you're going to want to include on your trip. We absolutely loved it. There's a bunch of campsites in the Abel Tasman town, and if you've only got one day really to explore this incredible bit of coastline, this is what you're going to want to do. We rented kayaks.
Let's go! You can see beautiful beaches, kayak, go on amazing nature walks, and you will find a lot of seals. Luckily, you won't have to listen to Matt's jokes though.
Did you know that seals can't have bread?
They can't have bread.
No.
Why?
They're all celiac.
Wow. Look at you, just chuckling along.
Do you know why seals look dry as soon as they get out of the water? Because their skin's got sealant on it.
Oh my god, how many of these do you have?
I'm here all day. And after all that driving, potentially skydiving, kayaking, I think you've earned a wine. And it's good job we've got Marlborough coming up next.
An amazing way that we really recommend your wine tour is, I don't know if we should recommend this, but it is honestly so much fun, is going for a tandem bike ride. You can take single bikes, but the tandem bike ride was so much fun.
Do you want to add a little bit of chaos to your life? Get a tandem bike and go on a wine tour.
Look at these vineyards though, it was an incredible day. We're gonna get started. We've had a slight practice run, but we're gonna get okay, I'm on. Matt's on the front here. The sun is starting to come out! Yay!
Now, next tasting, and Danielle's gonna drive.
I'm gonna try. Do you think it's gonna work?
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I actually can't do it. I can't be on the back. I don't understand how it works.
You ready?
Yeah.
Come on. Ah! Stop moving the handlebars.
Okay.
Okay. Have you got your feet up?
No.
Why?
Yeah, I've got him up.
Steer.
I've got him up. You need to steer. Okay.
Ah! He won't put his feet down. Like, I mean, you won't actually cycle.
I'm trying to cycle, although in fairness, on the back, my knees actually do touch the handles.
Excuses. Let's swap places because
Okay.
I can't deal with this. It's too chaotic, too much drama. We're ready now.
We'll give it another go.
Give it a... Ah! I feel like I'm really out of sorts now.
sweet. I prefer the greener ones.
Really?
Just so good.
And if you follow the coastline further down south, then you're going to reach Kaikoura, and this is where you want to see some whales.
We recommend booking a whale watching tour. People that we also met on this trip said that they saw killer whales, even blue whales, which would be incredible.
Amazing.
We saw a sperm whale, which was so amazing, and so many dolphins.
These particular dolphins are known as the acrobats of the sea, and I think you can see why.
Around Kaikoura, there's a couple of places that you can see seals, and honestly, they are just so cute. Make sure you don't get too close and disturb them, but wow, just look at how sweet they are.
So playful, you can see why people refer to them as the dogs of the ocean.
And finally, if you want to grab some food after your day in Kaikoura, we recommend heading to Nin's Bin.
The seafood here was remarkable, and you get some incredible ocean views as well. They didn't last very long, did they?
No, they're so good. This is delicious.
That covers our 3-week New Zealand South Island itinerary, and what a trip that was.
We honestly fell in love with this country more than we ever realised that we would. This was our first impressions of New Zealand, and the South Island was our first place we stopped, and wow. Everything about this trip was absolutely incredible.
You can see why New Zealand's such an adventurous playground, but it's also one of the most beautiful countries we've ever been. It's incredible, and we know that you're going to absolutely love it.
Let's address the elephant in the room. It is an expensive country compared to some others, but we think it is worth every single penny.
I would rather come away with the memories of those trips and those experiences than have a bit of extra money in the bank. You can always make more of that. You're not going to want to visit here and leave any stone unturned or have any regrets.
Absolutely.
If you're going to be sticking around in New Zealand for a little bit longer like we did and venturing up towards the North Island, then you're going to want to follow along with our adventures, so subscribe now so that you don't miss any of our upcoming North Island vlogs.
And if you would like more details on all the places that we shared in the South Island, head to our New Zealand playlist because we have so many vlogs on this beautiful part of New Zealand.
We can't wait to share more adventures with you coming soon. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.